And welcome everybody to the Utah Jazz Postgame Report. I am your host, Addison, along with my partner Blake, and the Utah Jazz have fallen to the Denver Nuggets, which snaps the 11-game win streak the Utah Jazz were on. We fall to a score of 128 to 117, a game that we got down as much as 28 earlier in the third quarter. We ended up bringing that all the way back down to 8. We were making every shot, in the third quarter. And then as soon as we cut it down to 8, we kind of just let up, and we were never able to recover from that. We ended up losing by 11. We actually lost by a lot more than that. But the
On
bench kind of
paper, but
scored. The
yeah.
bench went on like a 9-0 run to end the game to bring it from 20 to 11, so it didn't look as bad. But just a bad overall night. Tons of turnovers, tons of stuff that I said that we mentioned in the post-game report against the Mavericks on Friday night, that we've got to make free throws. We can't turn the ball over, and we've got to knock down shots, and we weren't able to do that tonight.
None of those things. I mean, except for free throws, our free throw shooting wasn't terrible at all. Actually, we hit 20 or 33 out of 39 free throws, which is a lot.
33 out of 39, but still.
84.6% right there. And then what really kind of set us apart from the Nuggets in this game was when you look at it, just terrible shooting pretty much all around the board, except for Royce O'Neal. He actually had a
And
spot on
Bogdanovich.
shooting
And,
night.
Bo- and
And
Bogdanovich.
Bogdanovich and him were the only really two that played to their strengths, and they hit shots, and it was a okay game for those two, especially Bogdanovich. He actually had 29 on 8 for 13 shooting, so he was the one bright spot because we know that he's getting a little bit more loose and he's going to be better throughout the season. However, aside from him and Royce O'Neal, we had Rudy Gobert 4 for 7. Pretty terrible on both ends tonight. Rudy Gobert losing the ball like he does. He wasn't playing fantastic defense, and Addison can tell you more about that. But it was just
It was
neither he nor Derek Favors could contain Jokic, and that's why he went on to score
nobody.
47
Nobody can
points.
contain Jokic, and that's something that Jokic always goes off against us.
Mm-hmm.
That is something that we have to do better at of containing. We have got to contain Jokic. It's simple. It's
But
not simple.
also, I mean, top
Not
down, you look
simple,
at
but
it.
we've got to contain him. He scored 35 in the game we won against Denver earlier in the winning streak, and then they scored, what do you call it? And then he scored 47 tonight. And that type of game cannot happen. The amount of offensive rebounds the Nuggets got tonight, the amount of easy layups, easy wide open threes, whether it wasn't closing out on threes, whether it was us getting stopped for 3 straight minutes and then not scoring in those 3 minutes, we just kicked ourselves in the foot tonight.
You
Look,
know,
Clarkson
and
was
there was
4
also, I mean, aside from the bad defense and all of that, you also had Donovan Mitchell going 3 for 12, and he might be in a mental state that's not normal. Well, he's obviously in coming back from an injury, so it will be a little bit tough before he becomes
right.
the old Donovan Mitchell that we saw. But you can't go 3 for 12 from shooting, and have 5 turnovers and
But
3 fouls. All of that, it just doesn't. You can't.
And Clarkson was 4 of 13. Then Conley did even worse. He was like 2 of 12.
Yeah,
Conley
Clarkson
couldn't make a shot to save his life tonight, and that's what I'm saying,
two
man.
2 for 10 for Conley. It was a 20% from the field, and it was just horrendous. And he had missed
Our
multiple wide open layups, which was really bad.
Yeah, our it just we weren't together as a team today.
No,
It was
not
rough,
at all.
missing open threes, not being able to convert stops into scores. It was just a bad. It was just a bad night for the Utah Jazz, and those games are going to have to happen. But now we enter this stretch where we face the Pistons, Hornets, and Hawks. We got to win those 3 games.
Absolutely, those are
Got to
must
win those three
wins for the
games. Get
Jazz.
back on
Must
track.
wins.
And then, because you look at it then we play the Pacers, which I think we'll be able to win. I think we match up very well against the Pacers.
I hope so.
And then we play the Bucks, the Celtics, the Bucks, the Clippers. Like, we have a really hard stretch coming up in the next coming week. So we
Right.
have really got to get on the right track again. And I know you just won 11. So I'm glad this game happened now so we can correct everything and get ready
Before
for
it
this
gets too
because I'm
crucial.
glad we didn't go into
Absolutely.
the big thing with the winning streak, because then if we were to fall one, I feel like we would have collapsed the whole winning streak. Where if we lost to the Celtics on that first game against 5 consecutive hard teams, I felt like it would have been harder to rebound. Where now we have games against the Pistons, the Hawks, the Hornets,
Get a
or
ton
games
of
where we should
momentum.
be able
A
to
ton
win
of momentum.
and we can rebound and get back on the right foot.
Absolutely.
So, listen, game on Tuesday. Let's go figure it out. I don't think this changes anything. I really don't.
I don't either.
If we played like we did in the second half, we outscored them by
We outscored them in both quarters.
outscored them by 14 in the second half. We
Yeah.
played so much better than them in the second half. They had a really good first half, and that was it. They had a really good first half, and that won them the ball game. We played slightly better in the first half, and we win that game. I'm not worried about where we're at right now. Still, we're the second seed in the Western Conference now. If we beat the Pistons and the Clippers lose to the Nets, which very well could happen, then look, we're right back in the 1 seed. We're still in a really good spot, a spot nobody expected us in. We weren't going to finish the season 68-4. Let's just go into these next 3 games, correct what we need to correct, have a better game plan against Denver coming into the next game, and we'll be fine. I'm not worried about where we are at all.
Yep, I agree.
Absolutely. So, big game on Tuesday, even though it's against the Pistons, and what should be an easy win.
Yep.
Let's go. Let's play hard, and let's blow the brakes off of them, and let's get back on the right foot.
I agree.
Absolutely. And that's going to wrap up the post-game report here on the Jazz Huddle. I'm your host, Addison Resto, along with Blake. Make sure if you did enjoy the video, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, and ring that notification bell, and come join our live stream on Tuesday night, 9:50 Eastern Time for the Jazz and Pistons. Have a great night, everybody.